Hey guys, welcome to another video of Gus Random Reviews. In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove and replace the G6 Dexcom sensor. As you can clearly see, our meter here is telling us that the sensor is expiring in 2 hours. So what we're going to do first is we're going to remove the sensor and then we're going to replace it. There is a rule though, however, that when replacing a sensor, you always must wait 30 minutes before you place the new one. Otherwise, you're going to have connectivity issues. Once again, when replacing your sensor, you have to wait 30 minutes. These are our items that we need that is going to allow us to remove. We have the alcohol wipes that allows us to clean these units, the skin, as well as the skin tag whenever we're placing the sensor into the desired area. We have the Unisaw, which allows us to remove easily any adhesive tape and bandages, and the duct tape that allows us to be used with actually the pump. But today we're going to be focusing on just the sensor. So let's go ahead and proceed to remove, and then we're going to replace it after 30 minutes. Okay guys, we remove the transmitter and the sensor. So the transmitter, which is this little fob, it actually gets replaced after every 3 months. The sensor, which is the main base where the transmitter is attached, it gets replaced after every 9 days. So we need to actually remove the transmitter, the receiver that sends signals to the transmitter. And as mentioned, a small correction, we have the transmitter, which is this fob, and then we have the sensor unit, and so they send signals to our receiver. So what we actually need is we need to keep the transmitter. So we need to break this off in half, and then we need to remove this by pulling back. Okay, both of these units are now separated. So now we can wait 30 minutes until we replace it with a new sensor. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been 30 minutes now and we are ready to place our new sensor into our desired area. Before we get started into placing the sensor, what we want to always do first is clean the area very well with a little alcohol wipe, so that we don't allow any germs or any type of bacteria to be with the sensor. So we're going to go ahead and let that dry for a second. Then our transmitter, which is this little fob here, you grab an alcohol wipe and you clean both of these little dots here with an alcohol wipe. Once that's done, you let it dry, and we start with programming the sensor so that we can place it into our desired area. One thing that I did not mention in our earlier into this video is that you first have to stop the sensor before a new sensor can be inserted. So let's go ahead and start a new sensor here. And once you have your sensor, it's going to ask you to enter a code. So we're going to go ahead and program this, and the code that is asking us to add here is 5, then 9, followed by 3, and then followed by a 7. Okay, both of these have to match. If none of these numbers match, you will not have a signal. So you want to make sure that when you're entering your sensor code, that you enter exactly what the sensor code is. And once that's done, then we're ready for our next step. Okay, our next step is to remove, so that we can allow the adhesive to touch the skin, and then we're going to attach the transmitter, and then we're going to allow it so that the transmitter feeds into our receiver and it warms up and we're ready to go. So we're going to remove, and then we're going to utilize skin tag to add additional adhesive. Okay, so we'll wait until the adhesive is ready to go. Okay. So then we're going to add additional adhesive into the sensor unit. Then we're going to put a little more adhesive into the skin so that it allows us to attach it. Then firmly, we're going to place the base that has the sensor into the skin here. We have to allow it so that it actually attaches. As you can see here, it's being attached. Okay, we're going to press it a couple of seconds there. We're going to lift the leg up a little bit, and that is going to allow us to grab a good amount of skin there. Okay, lift up, and we're going to press it down. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to remove the safety, and once we remove the safety, then we have to press this button, which you can see here, to release the sensor. Okay, but first we're going to lift a little bit, and we're going to then count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Press it and then lift up. We're going to come back. We're going to press down just a bit into the adhesive. Then we're going to grab our our transmitter, and we're going to place it into the unit, the sensor unit. Then we're going to press here in the back. We have to hear a click until it clicks. Okay. Once we know that the transmitter has been inserted in the sensor, we're going to go back into our receiver, and we're going to continue with next. We're going to start our sensor, and our sensor is starting. So there is a 2-hour sensor warm-up, in where you will not receive any alerts, alarms, or any sensor glucose readings until this has finished after 2 hours. This has been the main receiver. If you also have a phone attached to the transmitter, your phone actually tells you the amount of time is left. The actual physical receiver that comes with the G6 does not tell you the amount of time is left, but in your phone, the application actually does. And that's pretty much it. We have to wait 2 hours until we get readings. Until that time, you have to prick your fingers to have your reading so that at least you know where you are with your glucose. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for my beautiful daughter, Gia The Great, for allowing us to show you how this is done. And don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you.